there, little Joe.
Hey there, Ross.
You know what? I've been giving our situation some thought here about Tumbleweed Gulch.
Have you?
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm mighty worried about what I'm seeing here. I see the trees and the grass all are drying up and the crops are dying, and if we don't get some water in here pretty soon, our cattle's going to be next.
Yeah.
And the people ain't doing too great. And furthermore, it smells like a hog pen around here.
It's pretty bad.
You know, I was wondering if maybe the thing we ought to do is just call a town meeting tonight and just see if everybody wants to pack up and move to Prospect Valley.
Well, I don't think that's the answer. Just exactly who you've been talking to.
Well, Cactus Jack and I had a little discussion about it.
I had a hunch that you were talking to him. Sounds like something he'd come up with. What Bible are you reading?
Well, the same one you are.
What's it say?
Well, I was reading in it just the other night. It's Jeremiah 29:11, I think, and it's talking about how God knowed His plans for us, and He said there's plans to prosper, not to harm us, but that plans to give us hope in the future is what it said.
Well, I don't think you're showing faith. You're just, where is it? I just don't see it. You're starting to lose it. You know.
Well, you know, it's. I want to have faith, but it's hard to have it with all this dried up everything around you and not a drop of water falling anywhere. And we just prayed and prayed. Did you hear that?
I sure did.
That was thunder.
Yes, sir.
You know what that means?
It means rain.
Oh, hallelujah.
Our problems are solved.
We're saved. That means that the crops is going to be all right, and the animals will be all right, and so will the people, and even the snake will get taken care of.
Right.
You know, I'm so thankful for that. But I just had another idea.
What's that?
Well, with all this lightning flashing around here, what are we going to do if it kills a bunch of the cattle or sets somebody's barn or house on fire?
You're borrowing trouble from the future, and again, you know, your faith is starting to wane. You know, you are building up really good spiritual muscles, but I'm seeing you lose them.
Well, I'd have to say you're probably right about that, little Joe. I ought to know better. I need to just quit listening to Cactus Jack, and I need to quit paying attention to what I'm seeing and hearing, and keep my eyes on the Lord and His promises and His Word, you know, because He said He'd never leave or forsake us, and if He says He's got plans to give us hope in the future, then that's just what He means.
Exactly.
So, I know He's so faithful, I'm going to quit relying on Cactus Jack, but you know what? I believe He just give us a sign.
Yes.
Did you see that lightning come down and just split that old water tower right in half?
I mean, it's on the ground.
It sure is.
Don't worry about it. It hasn't held water in years.
I don't believe that's going to be the case anymore, little Joe.
I don't think so either. Is that water?
It sure is. It's just a gush.
Starting to gush out there.
Where's it coming from?
You know what that is?
What?
I'll bet you that's an underground spring.
You don't mean it.
Yes.
Right here in Tumbleweed Gulch?
Yes, sir.
Boy, hallelujah. The Lord answered our prayers for a future to have water with.
He's so faithful.
He sure is.
We've been blessed 2 or 3 times today alone.
I know it. You know, that's going to be all the water we'll need.
I know. And you know what we don't use? We can sell to the neighboring community.
Hadn't even thought of that.
You know, ever since the gold mine went dry, we are short of cash.
Well,
And that's going to be another source of income.
You better believe it. So He took care of our water and our cash problem all in one quick, swoop. I tell you, I'm thankful to Him for it. And that's shown me we just don't really need Cactus Jack.
You know what we ought to do?
What?
Run on over to his ranch.
Let's just run him out of town.
Well, that's no, that's not what I mean at all. What I mean is we ought to go over to his ranch and share the gospel with him.
Well, little Joe, I hadn't even thought
You know,
about
God
that.
loves him just as much as anybody.
He sure does. You're exactly right. You know what? I think it'd be a good idea if we went home with all this good rain and all this good water gushing up and got us some of that and took us a good hot bath and clean up and eat a little supper and then get our Bibles and run on over to Cactus Jack and see what we can do about leading him to the Lord. All righty. Well, I'm with you then. So Cactus Jack, here we come.
Here we come. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!